The sound of her text came with the faint buzz of my phone on the kitchen counter. I was rinsing dishes, the warm water running over my hands, the late sunlight spilling across the sink. Shopping all day with Ashley. We'll be home late, red heart. It looked innocent enough, casual, light, even affectionate. But it was that little heart emoji that made something twist in my chest. The same heart she used less and less for me these days. I stood there for a moment, water still running, staring at her message. My wife Erin was out again, this time with Ashley, her closest friend since college. Or so she said. The truth was, lately, Ashley had become a shadow, a convenient name that popped up too often. Dinners, errands, quick catch-ups. And somehow, none of them ever seemed to line up when I'd bump into Ashley's husband, Mark, at the gym. That day, a strange calm settled over me, the kind that comes right before you decide whether to keep pretending or to finally look at the wound. My thumbs hovered over the screen before I typed, slow and steady. Tell Ashley's husband I said hi. I hit send. For a second, nothing. Then the familiar delivered checkmark. I expected a laughing emoji, maybe a teasing reply. But the dots never came. I went back to rinsing the plate, though my hands had started trembling. 12 minutes passed. Not that I was counting, but I was. Then I heard it, the door. The keys clattering. Her rushed footsteps on the hardwood. When Erin walked in, her face was pale. Her hair, usually flawless, looked hastily brushed. She had no shopping bags, no Ashley, no smile. Hey, she said, breathless. You're home early. I looked at the clock. It's 7. I always am. Her eyes darted everywhere but mine. Right, yeah. Sorry. Plans changed. Ashley had to. I didn't interrupt. I just stared, waiting for the performance to unfold. She swallowed hard. I figured I'd just come home instead. Without shopping bags. Her lips parted, a fraction, then pressed shut. That silence was louder than anything she could have said. I had met Erin 10 years ago, in a rainstorm outside a coffee shop. She was the kind of woman who made ordinary things, laughter, small talk, rainy afternoons, feel like they mattered. She had a soft laugh, the kind that lingered. She loved books, old music, and late-night drives. We'd built our home together. Quiet mornings with coffee, weekend projects, shared playlists. And now, standing there, I realized I didn't recognize her anymore. The woman in front of me wasn't the one who once squeezed my hand under candlelight or left notes in my lunchbox. This woman, my wife, was trembling and lying. I grabbed a towel, dried my hands, and leaned against the counter. So, I said calmly, how's Ashley? Her throat bobbed. She's good. Busy. We just grabbed lunch and... Ashley's husband, Mark. He's good too? Her eyes flickered, the smallest crack in her mask. Why would you ask that? She said, voice too quick, too defensive. Shrugged. I just told you to say hi to him. The air changed. Heavy. Erin, I said quietly. Where were you? She opened her mouth, then shut it. Her eyes filled, but the tears didn't fall. Don't do this, please. Don't do what? This interrogation. You're twisting things. Twisting what? The truth. Her shoulders slumped, as if the fight had drained out of her before it even began. Then came the whisper. It's not what you think. I almost laughed. It's not what you think. The oldest lie in the book, and somehow it still hurt to hear it from her. That night was a blur of silence. She went upstairs, closed the door. I stayed in the kitchen, staring at my phone, scrolling through our messages from months ago, before the distance, before the excuses, before Ashley. I found one from nearly a year earlier. Can't wait to see you tonight, red heart. That same heart, same woman, same phone. Only now, the words felt like someone else had written them. At 11:48 p.m., I texted Mark. We weren't close, but we knew each other well enough. Hey, random question. Is Ashley out tonight? His reply came fast. No, she's been home all day. Why? I stared at that message until the letters blurred. Then I turned off my phone. I didn't need any more confirmation. The truth was right there. Heavy, suffocating, undeniable. The next morning, Erin acted like nothing had happened. She made coffee, hummed softly, even kissed my shoulder. "Morning," she said. He nodded. "Morning." She looked tired, her eyes swollen. Maybe from crying, maybe from a sleepless night. "I was thinking," she began carefully. "We've both been stressed. Maybe we should go somewhere. Take a trip, just us." The nerve of it. The audacity of pretending. "Where were you yesterday, Erin?" Her voice cracked. "I told you. Stop lying to me." The silence after that was sharp like glass. Her shoulders sagged. "I didn't mean for this to happen. Didn't mean for what to happen." Her breath hitched. Then, finally, truth, fragile and trembling. "It's been a few months," she whispered. "It wasn't supposed to be anything. Just felt lonely. You were so distant lately, and I stepped back, my chest tightening. "Don't put this on me. I'm not. I thought it was harmless at first. Talking, meeting for coffee. Then it became something else. I didn't know how to stop." I rubbed my face, trying to breathe. "Who is he?" She hesitated, then said his name. And just like that, the world shifted again. Someone I knew. Someone who'd smiled at me, clapped me on the back at neighborhood barbecues. It wasn't just betrayal, it was humiliation, intimate and cruel. Days passed. We spoke little. She tried to explain, to apologize, to paint it as a mistake. Something that could be fixed. But the thing about trust is that once it breaks, it doesn't crack cleanly. It shatters. Pieces everywhere. At night, I'd hear her crying quietly beside me. Sometimes she'd reach for my hand, but I couldn't move. The memory of her lie was a wall between us, cold and impenetrable. Then one evening, I came home to find her sitting on the couch, suitcase beside her. "I'm going to stay with my sister for a while," she said softly. "I think we both need space." He nodded. There was nothing left to say. When she stood up, she hesitated, eyes glassy. "Do you hate me?" Thought about it. About love curdled into anger. About the ache that comes when the person who is supposed to protect your heart is the one who shattered it. "No," I said finally. "But I can't love you the same way anymore." She nodded, tears spilling now. "I understand." She left without looking back. Months later, I still catch myself expecting her key in the door, her laugh in the kitchen, her perfume lingering in the air. But all that's left are the small ghosts of what we used to be. The half-empty drawer, the framed photo I haven't had the courage to remove. People say betrayal fades. That time dulls it. Maybe they're right. But some nights when I lie awake, I still see her standing there in the doorway. Empty-handed, trembling 12 minutes after my message. And I remember exactly when the illusion of us burned away. That text had been a test, maybe even a cruel one. But in truth, it wasn't my message that broke us. It was everything that came before it. The silence, the distance, the quiet choices made in the dark. Now, I don't wait for her messages anymore. I deleted her contact, erased the photos, boxed up the memories. But sometimes when I close my eyes, I still hear the faint buzz of my phone. The sound of a marriage ending. And I wonder how love can vanish so quietly, so completely, that it leaves only an echo behind.